What's going on, guys? JPP Duel here. Hope you guys are enjoying your Tuesday. And for today's matchup, we have an Adventures Pranks versus a Sword Soul, with my opponent playing Sword Soul going first. Now, before the gameplay begins, I would like to tell you guys, as you guys see, I have no hand traps in my hand. So my one advice to you guys, if you guys are playing Master Duel, is that do not ever scoop a game, even if your opponent does full combo and you have no hand traps to interact with their combo with. In this meta, what has ended up happening is that people are abusing the easy to use branded Despia, Flu, Eldritch, Numeron, even I would say Sword Soul, because the combos are pretty linear for Sword Soul, to climb up to a rank that should not have been possible for them before to even achieve. So it becomes an inflated rank. What I mean by that is that people who are supposed to be in platinum, they end up climbing to diamond without the game knowledge necessary to be able to climb up to that point by abusing powerful OP meta deck lists. So keep that in mind when you are playing the game, and stick to the game, and who knows, you might get an awesome replay or a great comeback in your games. So let's get on with today's replay. My opponent starts off his turn by activating the Ashuna, specialing on the field, goes into Monk of Tenyi. Pretty standard stuff. He activates another Ashuna from his hand to put a copy of Adara on the field and links off into the Shaman of Tenyi. Now, if you guys know this card's coming in the field, this card basically states that you can discard one card, then target one worm card in your graveyard, special summon it. Usually what people do is that, you guys will see right here, they either dump Moye or Taya in the graveyard with their combo and use the Shaman to special it out on the field to go into further combo extension, right? Shaman is a card used for combo extension. I don't play Sword Soul myself, but I know that from the amount of games I have played against Sword Soul players. Now let's see what the opponent does. He normals out Taya. This is normal summon. He banishes the Ashina from the grave, gets a copy of token on the field, banishes the Adara, gets the Ashuna. So far so good. We have no problems with this combo whatsoever. It's going pretty good into his combo. Then he goes into Grandmaster, activates Chain Blocks with the Taya. Now right here, this is where I get a problem. If you are a Sword Soul player, Taya can dump a Sword Soul or a Worm type card into the graveyard, right? If you go into the Shaman, the card you want to dump into the graveyard is usually your Moye. This card will be searching him for Longyan, right? He already has the Ashuna into his hand with the Adara, so he has a card he can pitch with the Longyan. Instead of pitching the Moye into the graveyard as he's supposed to do, because he did go into Shaman, which is their combo extension, this guy pitches a copy of Vishuddha in the graveyard with Taya. This lets me know this guy has absolutely no idea how to play Sword Soul. So this means that even though I have no hand traps in my hand, even though he could put a Sinister Sovereign or a Baronne on the field as a Synchro 10, we should be able to push past his field. So he searches for the Longyan, he activates Longyan, he's obviously going to pitch the Ashina he got back from the Adara, gets the token, goes into the Sovereign, not even the Sinister Sovereign. He just straight up goes to the Sovereign, no Baronne, saying that I will banish out one card from the field, one from the grave, and that will end your combo. This is so sad to witness on my part when I was watching this guy combo, because a lot of my viewers are playing Sword Soul, and the level they play Sword Soul at is so high, because I do viewer duels and I do VS them, but they play Sword Soul and usually I cannot even out their field once they play. Like, if they play right, I cannot out their field. This guy is just wasting the Sword Soul potential completely. So he burns me over 1.2k, just ends his turn. No card set, nothing. No any combo. Why go into the Shaman if you're not gonna use it to combo extend, is my question to you guys. Like, why? Just why would you do that? Like, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about this combo. If this guy is deserving to be in Diamond 3. Yes, this is a Diamond 3 gameplay right here. So on our turn, we draw into an Ash Blossom. Pretty good draw. So once I normal out my Roxys, my opponent instantly maxes me. By the way, if you're up against Prank Kids, do not instantly maxi them on their normal summon. Wait for them to go into the Miyamu, then maxi them. So that way they get pretty screwed over if they cannot get the Miyamu back. They can never ever go into their combo again, Miyamu being at 1. Now, the reason why I normaled out Roxy's over Dropsies, there is a reason for this. I want this guy to activate the Sword Soul Supreme Sovereign's Banish once I activate the Roxy's in the graveyard to banish a card from my hand. So I want this guy to banish on my turn. Now, again, I told you guys when this guy was comboing, this guy has no idea how to play Sword Soul. So in my eyes, I am thinking this guy is gonna activate the first yellow activation he sees on the first thing I do. So I'm banking on that and making my play with Roxy's. Any Sword Soul player worth his salt would never ever activate this card on the banish of the Roxy's. No, they would never ever do that. So he Maxis me, I Ash Blossom obviously to negate out the Maxi. It goes through. He has no cards in the field, so no Call by the Grave, no cross out, we're good to go. Then we go into our Meow move. I'm going to activate the Roxy's from the graveyard. I'm going to be banishing out the Shadow Imprisoning Mirror from my hand. Against Sword Soul, this card is pretty useless. The only card you end up negating is the Protoss, and Protoss on the field getting negated is way worse. I mean, it would be way worse for you as a Prankets player because you do play a ton of Go dark cards. So you have how many? One, you have two, three, four dark cards that I play, which I want to put on the field. So this, this would hurt me more than it would hurt the Sword Soul player. So we banish that out. We draw a card. I actually end up drawing into the Nemesis Corridor, which is insane at this point. So I told you guys, he's gonna be activating the Sovereign on the first chance he gets. So right here, here it is. Usually this would be a really good play, but I did end up drawing into a Corridor. That means I can continue with my play, and I had the Pandemonium plus Dropsies in my hand. What you want to do is use these. Okay, in most of the scenarios, the Sovereign's effect of banishing, the Chen Yin's effect of banishing out a monster on the field +1 in the graveyard against Prankets is pretty good. It's effective. But you guys have to think above and beyond if you want to be better than your average player. You have to think, what if this guy has a Pandemonium? What if this guy has a combo extension card as a Prankets player? So generally, you do not want to do it this way. You want to banish out the Doodle Doo. I would say you want to negate the Doodle Doo and banish the Doodle Doo. That would make a comeback from the combo pretty impossible. So he banishes out my Fansies from the field and Roxy's from my graveyard. I'm okay with that. This just means I get my Corridor on the field, and that goes into my Colossus. So we have Colossus card search lock, and after that, we use our Pandemonium, we use another named card from our hand, plus the Miamu on the field, go into our Rocket Ride. The Rocket Ride will be able to combo extend further and go into full Butler combo. Now the reason why I put the Colossus in the field first is that if you use Pandemonium, you're locked into Prankets monsters only, so you want to get your other specials out on the field before you use Pandemonium to go into your full combo. Right here I go into my Rocket Ride, so Rocket Ride comes on the field. Again, if this guy was worth his salt, if this guy knew what I was doing, if this guy knew how to play, he would have instantly, and I mean instantly, used the Grandmaster to negate out my Rocket Ride, which would have killed off my play completely. He would have won the game from here on out, because I need the Rocket Ride's tribute to further dig into my combo. I still cannot Thunder Dragon Fusion because I'm missing one card, which is the Lamseys. I recycled the copy of Fansies as well, so I'm missing Fansies and Lamseys at this point. So I activate Dropsies, I chain block with my Rocket Ride. He does not activate Grandmaster. He allows this to go through. That means I get a copy of Fansies on the field. We activate Rocket Ride, tribute itself, target 2 cards, different named Prankets cards in the graveyard, put them on the field, and we go off into our combo. I go into my Doodle Doo. We are going to be chain blocking with Doodle Doo because we know for a fact that this Grandmaster will be negating our Prankets Doodle Doo Surge. And there it is. He negates my Prankets Doodle Doo Surge, but I'm okay with that. We don't care about that. We have Thunder Dragon Fusion in our hand, and I'll just be pitching a copy of Pranks in the graveyard with my Fansies, which I can fish back out using my second copy of Doodle Doo, which I will link into. So we go into our second copy, activate Lamseys, burn for 500, put another copy of Fansies, tribute Doodle Doo, target Pranks plus Pandemonium, add them to our hand. These 2 cards now will go into our Bow Wow Bark. So we put Bow Wow Bark in the extra monster zone, and Thunder Dragon Fusion means that our Butler comes in the field. Now, even though Butler comes on the field with 2.5k attack, because we have 5 banished cards total, so attack defense does get put down by 500, it does not matter. We can still beat over the Grandmaster because the Bow Wow Bark will offer our Butler 1k extra attack if we put the Butler under the Bow Wow Bark. This is an extremely underutilized effect of Bow Wow. Keep that in mind and utilize it. Extremely good effect. So we do that. Butler comes with 3.5k, and at this point, I force him to nib me. Like, his side of the field was highlighting after my 5th special, so I was pretty sure he had nib in his hand, and he's forced to nib us. That means all his monsters are gone as well. He is now going to be relying on a top deck situation. If he does not top deck a card, he loses the game. He gives us a chunky token, okay? 9.4k defense, 15k attack token. If we cannot kill this goal or this token somehow, we win the game next turn. So Butler's floating does activate. We put Bow Wow Bark on the field. Sadly, we cannot activate Bow Wow. We can activate Bow Wow on the opponent's turn. It's just that this Pandemonium will be useless if we cannot recycle into a Prankid's named card, named monster. So at the end of the turn, I recycle my cards, Miyamu of course being one of them. I draw into Ash Blossom. Again, insane top deck. Because if this guy draws into an emergence, Ash Blossom means I win the game. So on draw phase, obviously, we do activate Bow Wow Bark. I recycle my Butler plus add a copy of Fancies in my hand. So that way I have a combo starter card for my next turn, right? We already recycled Miyamu, as I told you guys before, because our Butler was off of the field anyway, so why not recycle Miyamu to go into our combo? So we have full combo guaranteed. After drawing the card, the opponent did not draw into a combo starter. That means it's a scoop on my opponent's part. That's it for today's game, guys. If you guys do enjoy this kind of videos, please consider hitting the like button, subbing to my channel for more daily Prankid video uploads, and if you guys are interested in the live version of all of this, I do live stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/jpbduel. Link along with my schedule and a link to my Discord will be in the video description itself for you guys to check out. This is JPBDuel signing off for today. I'll be seeing you all in the next video. Peace!